What's up, Edupana fam? It's The Rock here, and let me tell you something. Life's gonna throw you some curveballs. You're gonna get knocked down, doubted, maybe even told you can't. But what if I told you every failure is a stepping stone to greatness? See, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary isn't some magic formula. It's not about where you come from or what you've got. What separates ordinary from extraordinary is just one thing: never giving up. Today we're gonna talk about perseverance, the grit, the grind, the refusal to quit. We're gonna dive into the stories of icons who faced adversity head-on and came out stronger. So get ready to get fired up, because these stories will inspire you to chase your dreams no matter what. Oprah Winfrey, from doubt to domination. Let's talk about Oprah. You know her, the queen of daytime TV, the media mogul, the inspiration to millions. But did you know she was fired from her first TV job? Told she wasn't fit for television. Imagine that. They doubted her, tried to dim her shine.
But I had that fire in my belly. I didn't let that setback define me. I took that rejection, that pain, and turned it into fuel. I believed in myself when no one else did. And that, my friends, is the power of perseverance.
Oprah didn't just overcome adversity, she crushed it, built an empire, became a global force. Why? Because she never gave up on herself. They doubted her, but she believed in herself. That made all the difference. Chapter 2. Colonel Sanders, a recipe for resilience. Now let's talk about a guy who knew a thing or two about pressure cooking success. Colonel Sanders. He wasn't just a man with a recipe, he was a man with a vision, a dream that he pursued relentlessly. This man was 65 years old when he started KFC. At an age when most people are thinking about slowing down, he was just getting started. Think about that for a second. 65. It's an age where society often expects you to retire, to take it easy, but not Colonel Sanders. Most folks are thinking about retirement, but not the Colonel. He saw an opportunity, a chance to share his secret recipe with the world, and he seized it.
I had a dream, a vision for my fried chicken recipe. It wasn't just about the chicken, it was about creating something that people would love, something that would stand the test of time. And I believed in it with every bone in my body. Every time I cooked, I poured my heart and soul into it. But it wasn't easy. I faced rejection after rejection. Each no was a blow, but it never stopped me. I knew what I had was special. Over 1,000 no's before someone finally said yes. 1,000. Can you imagine hearing no 1,000 times and still having the courage to keep going?
Can you imagine the grit, the sheer willpower it took to keep pushing forward despite all those rejections? The determination it took to keep going? It's a testament to his character, his unwavering belief in his dream. But the Colonel, he didn't let age define him. He didn't let society's expectations hold him back. He didn't let those rejections break him. Each rejection was just a step closer to success. He persevered. And today, KFC is a global phenomenon. His story is a powerful reminder that it's never too late to chase your dreams. Millions of people enjoy his chicken because he never gave up on his dream. His legacy lives on in every bite. Age is just a number. Determination has no expiration date. Colonel Sanders proved that with enough passion and perseverance, you can achieve greatness at any age. Chapter 3. Michael Jordan, from cut to champion. Now let's talk about a guy who knows a thing or two about being cut, Michael Jordan. His journey is nothing short of legendary. But it didn't start out that way. This dude, the greatest basketball player of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine that, the future GOAT, being told he wasn't good enough to make the team. Can you believe that? The GOAT told he wasn't good enough. It's almost unthinkable now, but back then, it was a harsh reality for young Michael. I bet those coaches are eating their whistles now. They probably had no idea that the kid they cut would go on to become a global icon and a basketball legend.
But I didn't let that define me. I didn't let that rejection break me. Instead, I used it as a catalyst to push myself harder. I used it. I channeled that pain, that frustration into becoming the best. Every time I felt like giving up, I remembered that moment and it fueled my determination. I practiced harder, trained harder, pushed myself further than anyone else. I knew that if I wanted to be the best, I had to outwork everyone. I even said, I've failed over and over again, that's why I succeed. Failure wasn't the end for me. It was just the beginning of my journey to greatness.
Michael Jordan turned failure into fuel. He understood that every setback, every obstacle was an opportunity to learn, to grow, to come back stronger. His story is a testament to the power of resilience and determination. Don't let failure stop you. Let it propel you. Just like Michael Jordan, Use every setback as a stepping stone to reach new heights. Remember, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up and keep pushing forward. So the next time you face rejection or failure, think of Michael Jordan. Think of how he turned his biggest setback into his greatest comeback. Let his story inspire you to keep striving, keep pushing, and never give up on your dreams. Because in the end, it's not about where you start, but where you finish. And with the right mindset, you too can go from being cut to becoming a champion.
Chapter 4, Serena Williams, An Unbreakable Will.
Now let's talk about a woman who defines strength, power, and resilience, Serena Williams. This is a champion who has stared down adversity and never blinked.
From facing down injuries to battling back from setbacks, I've shown the world what it means to be a true fighter. I didn't let anything stand in my way.
She rose above challenges, defied expectations, and redefined what's possible in women's tennis. Serena's journey is a testament to the power of believing in yourself, even when the odds are stacked against you.
I'm a force of nature, an inspiration to millions, and a shining example of what it means to never, ever give up. The game isn't over until you say it is.
Chapter 5, Elon Musk reaching for the stars. Now let's talk about a guy who's not afraid to dream big, Elon Musk. This is a man on a mission to change the world, and he's not letting a few explosions stop him. From SpaceX to Tesla, I've faced my share of setbacks. Rockets didn't always reach orbit, and electric cars weren't always cool. But did I give up? Hell no. He learned from every failure, every explosion, every setback. He dusted himself off, adjusted his trajectory, and came back stronger. My relentless pursuit of innovation, my unwavering belief in my vision, is what sets me apart. I'm not afraid to push boundaries, to challenge the status quo, to fail spectacularly, and then try again. The future belongs to those who refuse to give up. Chapter 6, Steve Jobs, the Comeback Kid. Now let's talk about a guy who knew a thing or two about innovation and resilience. Steve Jobs, a man whose name is synonymous with groundbreaking technology and visionary leadership. This is the man who revolutionized the way we communicate, the way we consume information, the way we live our lives. From the sleek design of the iPhone to the intuitive interface of the iPad, his innovations have become integral to our daily routines. But his journey wasn't always smooth sailing. In fact, it was filled with tumultuous waves and stormy skies that tested his resolve and determination. In fact, Steve Jobs was fired from the very company he founded, Apple. Imagine the heartbreak and disillusionment of being ousted from the company you built from the ground up. Can you imagine pouring your heart and soul into something, only to be shown the door? The feeling of rejection and loss can be overwhelming, but for Steve, it was a turning point. But Steve Jobs, he didn't let that define him. Instead, he saw it as an opportunity to reinvent himself, to explore new horizons, and to push the boundaries of what was possible. He didn't let that rejection break him. He channeled his energy into new ventures, one of which was Pixar, a company that would go on to revolutionize the animation industry. He used it as fuel. The fire of his passion and the engine of his creativity were ignited, propelling him to new heights. He went on to found Pixar, created animation magic with films like Toy Story, and then returned to Apple, where he led the company to even greater heights. His return marked a new era of innovation and success for Apple. The iPhone, the iPod, the App Store, these innovations changed the world, and it all started with a guy who refused to give up on his vision. His relentless pursuit of excellence and his unwavering belief in his ideas transformed the tech industry. Sometimes life pushes you out so you can find your way back in. Steve Jobs' story is a testament to the power of resilience, the importance of staying true to your vision, and the incredible impact one person can have on the world. His legacy continues to inspire countless individuals to dream big, to innovate, and to never give up, no matter the obstacles they face. Steve Jobs truly was the comeback kid, and his story will forever be a beacon of hope and inspiration. Look, these are just a few stories of countless individuals who have achieved greatness by embracing perseverance. They stumbled, they fell, but they never stayed down. They understood that the path to success is paved with challenges, and they used those challenges to fuel their fire. What's your excuse? The greatest achievers weren't born special. They were ordinary people with extraordinary determination. They had dreams, just like you. They faced obstacles, just like you, but they chose to rise above, to keep pushing, to never give up. So, remember the words of the great, dream big, start small, but most importantly, start. Take that first step, and then another and another. You are the author of your story. Make it a masterpiece.